Hello there, I'm Hubbard.
And I'm Vanessa.
And we are late to the party, and it's another episode of
Better Late Than Never.
Fantasy Film Edition again. So the party planning committee has voted, and out of the choices, because there are a lot of fantasy films of movies we have yet to see, Return to Oz is now this week's episode of Better Late Than Never. I have gone on this journey before as a kid, terrified, and Vanessa has yet to take this journey on, and we get to do it with you guys.
Yeah, terrifying? Interesting. Okay.
When it came to kids' movies back then, there was a lot of effort when it came to the practical effects, when it came to the puppeteering, the muppeteering, when it came to the stories, the villains. They were terrifying at times, and even I, noticing or watching Labyrinth for the first time, there are things that are scary in that, and Neverending Story that was frightening, but Return to Oz was a special kind of frightening experience for kids growing up for specific reasons.
Were they hoping like another like whimsical story like Wizard of Oz?
Yep.
And that didn't pan out the way they wanted it.
Yep, because this ain't your, Judy Garland trip down musicals. There are no musical numbers in this movie, so it is far more contemporary. And they just go for
when did it come out?
This one came out in 1985, so
80s.
It ended up getting the Guinness World Record for being the longest sequel after the original movie. That
like
came
between
out.
time, like
exactly.
Between the time when the first movie came out to when they created this one, or just like is it a long movie?
No, it's between the debuts of these movies was the longest time frame for them, and it was like another 30 years before they came out with Return to Oz. Or what was it? Oz the Great and Powerful. That was the other Disney joint that
I've seen that one.
Sure, yeah. And that one I feel like is more connected to The Wizard of Oz just visually. This one, there's only maybe like one or two things that are similar with the Judy Garland Wizard of Oz, the MGM joint. But other than that, it's its own thing. It's more of a sequel to the Wonderful Wizard of Oz book, and it's an adaptation of two other books in the Wizard of Oz series. But this one, if you want to watch our full watch along to Return to Oz, it is available on our Patreon. You can watch along with us because the movie is on Disney Plus currently.
And if you've not subscribed, click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when we drop episodes. You get that notification. Well, maybe sometimes. YouTube can be a fickle thing.
It's a cruel mistress. But let's get into, for Vanessa's first time, Return to Oz now.
Okay, so it actually is a Disney movie.
First time they ever used the blue Disney logo in a movie. Toto.
Is his name Toto too? I'm just trying to figure out like where we're going with this Return to Oz.
You'll see.
Like, is she Dorothy?
She is Dorothy.
Okay.
Can't you sleep?
Oh, electric healing. That doesn't sound good.
When I get that feeling, got electric healing.
It's been 6 months since the tornado, and Dorothy hasn't been herself
6
since.
months.
Walking scarecrows, ruby slippers.
It was a hell of an experience for her.
A shooting star.
Look at that bunny.
Where's your egg, Melina?
Where's your egg?
If you don't start laying again, Aunt Em says she's gonna stew you up for supper.
That's why you can't become friends with the farm animals.
Oh, you don't give them names.
Looks like the Ghostbuster symbol. The Buster.
Oh, see.
Well, sure.
That's a leap there, girl.
O-Z, Oz.
I know you don't want to go to the doctor's. And then you're no help to me in the morning.
Oh, so is that why?
That's what it's all about.
I need my child labor back.
We're in trouble, Dorothy.
Makes sense. She's Carrie's mom in the original Carrie. They're all gonna laugh at you.
He broke his leg, Aunt Em.
Dorothy, that leg's mended. It's mended.
Poor Toto. No adventure for you.
Go home.
Come on.
Aww.
Oh, it looks like the Birdcage Theater in Tombstone.
But then a witch enchanted his axe. And he kept on cutting off all the other parts of his body. Even his head was...
That's all right, Dorothy.
Well, that's dark.
With my ruby slippers. And you clicked the heels 3 times. And then you said, there's no place like home.
See, and that's something that they did take from the movie, the ruby slippers, because they weren't ruby in the book.
I lost them. They fell off on the way back.
I know just the thing to cheer Dorothy up.
Electroshock therapy.
Now, this fella here has a face. Tongue.
I mean, it's a good way to kind of win the kids over
Yeah.
for something that is kind of frightening.
We have excellent meals here. I never left her out of my sight among strangers.
Except for her trip to Oz.
You won't need that.
Because we're gonna starve you to death. Ah,
At least dust the place, damn.
I know.
You may have a nap if you wish.
You realize I'm here for insomnia, right? That music sounded a little like the old school Wizard of Oz music.
Yeah.
This is for you.
It must be almost Halloween time.
It's Halloween soon. I know.
Yeah.
I have to go. I'll come back later.
Storm. I'm surprised the door's unlocked.
Yeah. And a storm is rolling in. Let me take a nap right now.
I know. Man, that girl's really crazy. She thinks her pumpkin's got hair.
I know.
Would you like to go for a ride, Dorothy?
Why do you have to tie me
I
down?
know.
So
Yeah.
that you don't fall off.
Lies. Oh, that little like smirk on his mouth. No
Yeah.
thanks.
No, this is a scary, horrible situation.
Poor Dorothy.
All because she went on a magical adventure and they all think she's crazy. Understandable.
How are you?
I wish I wasn't tied down.
You and me both. Do all of these characters play a part in Oz, I'm assuming?
Just keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah. Haha. Out here making horror movies, Disney.
Hello.
I know! That sucks. Leave a kid there by herself.
Quick! We have to get you out of here. Their patients have been damaged. Locked in the cellar. Quick!
Locked in the cellar.
Now you gotta figure not all of them probably made it through the procedure okay.
Uh-oh.
I'll get you, my pretty.
Basically who she is.
Essentially.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
girl. Well, that's probably not the best thing. Well, now you're drowned together.
That's dedication if you're going after him like that. Where's the other girl? Did she drown? Or was she a figment of her imagination?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember any of this. I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
Oh man.
I don't remember how she got there.
Did she float away to Oz? The land of Oz?
Oh, I was just trying to lay my egg, that's all.
The animals could talk, so yes.
What are you doing here?
How big is this pond anyway?
I don't think it's a pond, Melina. I guess it is a pond.
There goes the water. I am dry.
Good effect.
If this is the land of Oz, then this is the deadly
So time
desert.
moves differently in the land of Oz, and maybe like she just left and then they come back. They're like, "What are you doing here?"
Anything living that touches it turns to sand. If we stay on these stones, we'll be all right. 1, 2, 3.
Traversing the deadly desert.
Oh gosh.
About time.
It's a lunch pail tree.
What happened to breakfast?
That makes it easy.
Get one that's a little redder. It's probably ripe.
Make sure you don't pick a green one.
And this other one for later.
Much healthier that way.
Portion control.
Yeah.
A ham sandwich.
Glad it's not fried chicken.
Oh my god.
She has returned to Oz.
Good. She has a chicken with her.
Someone don't like chickens, huh? At the house.
This is how I got to Oz the first time.
Looks like it was a rough trip.
That's where we landed on the Wicked Witch of the East. Where are all the munchkins?
Oh no, it's overgrown.
You don't understand. This was the yellow brick road.
She had a little bit of Judy Garland right there.
Mm-hmm.
You don't understand.
Yeah.
That was the Emerald City.
She got to the Emerald City hella fast compared to the first movie.
Yeah. Well, she didn't have things stopping in her way, like
That's true.
flying monkeys and a wicked witch.
Beware the Wheelers.
Are they really called the Wheelers because they got wheels?
That is why they are called Wheelers.
It's a Tin Woodsman. Oh, Tin Woodsman, what's happened to you?
Cowardly lion.
Oh, cowardly lion.
Come here.
Yeah, I can see why people would think things are scary. Oh my god.
Kind of taking the place of the flying monkeys.
What? Are those wheels all terrain? Who knows? Maybe you just go into the forest, they can't catch you there.
There are some drawbacks to being a wheeler.
Climb up some steps. His laugh kind of reminds me of like the clown from Scary Movie.
Oh yeah, Scary Movie 2.
Yeah.
Tear you into little pieces and throw you in the deadly desert. The Gnome King doesn't allow chickens anywhere in Oz.
Who's the Gnome King?
We got ourselves another
What is
tin man.
Not quite.
The Royal Army of Oz.
Army.
For thinking, line number 1 under left arm. For speaking, line number 2. For walking into action, line number 3, middle of back. Maybe you can tell us what happened to the Emerald City. Good morning, sir.
I am Tic-Tac, the Royal Army of Oz.
TikTok.
I'll wind up your action.
When she said wind up at, I thought she was going to say something else. I'm going to
Wind up your ass.
From now on, I will be your obedient servant.
So that's TikTok.
TikTok, huh?
The original TikTok. The TikTok we grew up with as kids.
Is it called TikTok because he's constantly ticking?
It's like a clock,
When he
yeah.
winds up.
Yeah, wind him like a clock.
Just do some TikTok dances. I'm sure they'll make them go away.
This should be a TikTok dance.
I know.
You run up the stairs, I will take care of them.
Yeah, get up the stairs. Just stay on the stairs.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
The Gnome King! He conquered the Emerald City. There's only one person that knows where the Scarecrow is. Princess Mumby.
Where's Glinda?
Where indeed?
I'll behave. Behave.
This is so weird.
So you notice who that guy was?
I did not.
The orderly with the wheelie bed squeaking
that
while they
makes
push
sense.
the bed.
Yeah, because, okay.
The wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the doctor is the Gnome King.
We'll have to wait and see. I love the perfect circles as he's walking. So there actually is somebody in that suit and he's bent over. And then they put the dome and he's got to do it like bent over the entire time to walk.
My back could
Yeah.
never. Oh, man. I like her outfit.
I think I'll put on something more appropriate.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah, room full of heads. It was scary when we were younger.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think you're very beautiful. I'm Dorothy Gale.
Come nearer to me. You will be rather attractive. Not at all beautiful, you understand, but you'll have a certain prettiness.
Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks.
I believe I'll lock you in the tower for a few years.
No.
Then I'll take it.
I am coming, Dorothy.
I'll have fried for breakfast.
No.
Oh dear.
Dang.
If only we could just fly away like you.
Only in my younger days, my dear.
Is the Tin Man and the Scarecrow?
And that's actually the rendition that they look like in the books as well. So it's more true to how the books illustrated them.
Mom?
Oh. Who is it?
No.
For a second there, I thought my mom had come back.
Oh.
My name's Jack.
Jack?
Jack Pumpkinhead.
Like Jack Skellington?
I mean, Jack
Pumpkin
Skellington
King?
is very similar to everything that is Jack Pumpkinhead. But Jack Pumpkinhead came first. Because he's actually in the books, too.
Could you put some of the rest of me together again?
It's like Dwight when he put the pumpkin on his
I
head.
was just thinking that.
Where did she get all those different heads?
Did you see the headless dancing girls outside? That's where she got them. Anyway, here I am.
Powder of life?
It's in cabinet 31 with her original head.
So that's Brian Henson.
Okay. He's getting a band together. You got Jack and TikTok, and there might be another one.
Building that crew once again.
Yeah.
May I call you Mom, even if it isn't so?
I'd be like, no.
Why are you so friendly? He's
I know
a child.
he's friendly, but like...
He's just a baby.
She's just a kid, too, and if I was a kid, I'd be like, no thank you.
Yeah, but she's Dorothy Gale, you know? She's a legend amongst around those parts.
I guess.
I understand it better than you do.
Oh, no need to get rude.
I remember this part scared the hell out of me when I was younger.
What's that?
The head of a gump.
Oh, she's snoring. She doesn't even have a head on.
She
Oh,
doesn't?
that's even gross, and it's just coming out of the neck hole.
Ah! That's true. You don't got no nasal cavity happening.
Anoint the pot!
Careful, you don't want to smash your head. Oh god. Oh god. That's scary.
Uh-huh. I'm getting chills just remembering how scared I was back when I was a kid.
I'm getting chills from it too. Linda.
Helping her out.
Yeah.
A little bit.
His brains ran down.
How could he talk?
It happens to people all the time, Jack.
Ain't that the truth?
No brain, just talk, talk, talk.
Word vomit.
Weog. Teog.
Tia.
Peog.
Peog?
Oh, jeez.
Can you flap your wings?
I don't have any wings.
Now we get to...
My gosh, you're right, I do.
Oh.
So many different effects going on at the same time.
Yeah. I was like, this little girl looks familiar to me. Is
Little
it
girl,
what's her
Dorothy?
name? Yes.
Frieza Bulk
Yes. Is it her?
from Waterboy?
Yes.
Yes.
And the craft?
And the Craft. Even though you haven't seen the Craft, but everybody knows
Right,
the Craft.
but I know she's in the craft.
Yes.
Interesting. All right.
I was wondering how long it would take you. Where do you figure out who Jean Marsh is? She was married to John Pertwee.
John Pertwee.
Yeah, and she appeared in like Hartnell Doctor Who episodes too.
Interesting.
But she has a very prominent character in pop culture in the 80s as well that we still talk about to this day.
Can't you fly any faster?
Not unless one of you wants to jump off.
TikTok, you're the heaviest.
There we go.
I guess that is all terrain, huh? Okay, so it's not all terrain. They can't go in the sand.
No one can go in the sand. You can't touch the sand.
Oh, there you go. That's nice of you. Oh no! It's coming apart.
What's happening?
The ropes are breaking.
Oh, he lost his head. Oh no!
I'm not sure I know how to do this.
He reminds me of Falcor.
Oh,
Never
like
Ending
the
Story.
voice, yeah.
Can you hear me, Jack? Somebody help me!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Sorry, Mom.
It can't be helped now!
Yeah.
She got to the mountain, though. Uh-oh.
That was a novel experience, wasn't it?
The Gnome King's mountain.
She is on our mountain with a small army. There's no sign of the chicken.
The chicken's there, though.
Oh, look at his feet.
Yeah.
I never noticed that.
My name is Dorothy Gale, Your Majesty.
With the curtsy.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone steals something, you think the right thing is for them to give it back.
Yes, Your Majesty.
And what if they don't want to?
When we are here with our army.
It's interesting. I thought that it was supposed to be like snow, but it looks more like sand. Or is it supposed to be snow, but they really just put sand there?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be snow, but it's sand. But I had no idea till you said that. And now it does look like sand.
Yeah.
Clever.
Those emeralds in the Emerald City really belong to me.
That's true.
You have so much!
But that is not the point.
Yeah, that's true.
I am not the thief.
Hey!
Scarecrow!
Uh-oh.
I transformed him into an ornament.
The tone of this movie is like the shift is so different.
Not like the Wizard of Oz at all.
Nope.
They were there when he came.
That's true. It wasn't his fault. They were already there. You made a girl cry.
I didn't realize he meant so much to you. I know just the thing to cheer you up. Play a little game, and I bet that you get the Scarecrow back.
Take me to the Gnome King, you stupid idiot.
Did you notice that movement? Thing, and then the turnaround? Bath Morta from Willow.
Oh.
You're all pigs in the way she turned.
You're all pigs!
I can see it now.
Sure.
She just needs like the headpiece. So she what, typecast to playing evil?
She did a good job.
She did this one first and then Willow.
She did this one first, then Willow.
All right, we accept.
Oh, good.
Those hands, like in Labyrinth.
Yeah. But what's so menacing about a chicken?
You can use your engines. I should have quit when I was ahead.
Yeah.
Good luck, Mr. Gump.
Oh no. Are they doing like tests on their own?
Have some refreshment?
I wouldn't eat anything with that's bubbling like that.
What is it?
Limestone pie.
Yeah, no thanks.
Probably not good for your guts.
Yeah. Oh.
What was that?
Next.
Uh-oh. Did something happen? No!
He failed to guess correctly, and so now he's become part of my collection.
Oh, dang.
Next. Pumpkinhead.
Me?
Oh, Jack.
I love how his pumpkin head like stretches with his emotions.
Yeah.
Be careful, Jack. We're a long way from Kansas, Dorothy.
Yeah. Oh no.
Next.
And now he's a real person and not a rock.
He's powering up.
You didn't come back for these.
My ruby slipper.
No. My ruby slippers.
He looks fabulous with them though.
They
Do a
made
little
it possible
twinkle.
for me to conquer the Emerald City.
Shouldn't get them slippers back.
Your army has stopped guessing.
Action must have run down.
Should have rounded him up all the way, with all of his gears.
Go in and wind him up. Then you can stay in and guess for yourself.
2 for 1. It's a good biz. You notice it's the doctor.
The doctor?
Yeah, it's the doctor.
What do you? Oh, that doctor. I was like the
Doctor Who?
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, no, I noticed it. I was like, oh, it's the doctor. Okay, yeah. I got Doctor Who on my mind.
There's no place like home.
Nice.
Good
It's
effect.
like
Yeah.
right on the Gnome King. Look for the one that's made from a carpenter.
Yep. That's what I always thought. Like when I would watch Last Crusade, I just always thought of this.
Yeah. None of the lavish ones, okay?
Choose wisely.
Yeah.
Tuck, you're all wound up.
It was my way of getting you in here.
Oh. Good thinking. She wound you up really well with the thinking.
You can watch and see what I am changed into.
What a good idea.
Yeah. Aw. How sad.
Don't cry.
He does have emotions. Oh, he's taken away. That's not good.
He doesn't make it easy.
You're all that's left.
Open up! Tell him it's important.
Oz.
Lower.
I can't go any lower than this.
Oz.
Probably not the best choice, girl. Think it through.
Why didn't you just transform them all right away?
It's more fun this way.
Yeah, he needs entertainment.
I would choose that one too.
Oz.
Dorothy!
Hey!
Places.
Maybe people from Oz turn into green ornaments. Oz! Oh,
Yeah!
You let her escape.
Dang. That's green. Oh! Yeah!
I'm tired of games.
When you lose.
Yeah, you're tired of games when you lose. He's like, I'm throwing the game table around.
Flips the board.
Yep.
I mean, you only need the head.
He could feel that. He's like,
That'd be
why can I
terrible.
feel that? Oh. But they got the chicken. Oh no!
Those effects are so good.
Yeah.
Elena.
Yeah, you scared? Of a chicken? Or an egg? Poison, egg, and chicken poison. They're like, oh, I'm a vegetarian. I can't have this.
He's a rock biter. He only eats rocks.
Poison.
Why?
Poison.
Ruby slippers.
He stretched them.
I wish all of us from Oz could return there safely.
Tin Man.
This life is stranger than my last one.
Like, I didn't mean for her.
I know, right?
Where's TikTok?
We never found him.
There
There's a medal on your antler.
Is that it?
Must have come from the ornament collection.
How convenient.
I feel bad. I forgot about TikTok.
Nah.
Oz!
Yeah!
Hey, TikTok, we won.
I do not remember leaving the Gnome Kingdom.
No, because you were a medal.
Now it's a party.
Yeah.
Turned into a Great Gatsby. The prize chicken right there.
A prize chicken with the key to the city.
Look at that gold work.
Yeah. They really polished them up nicely.
Parade her through the city.
Yeah. But why were eggs poison?
I just assumed because it was like the purest form of life, maybe. And everything about the gnomes was death and
sure. It still
lack
doesn't
of
make
life.
sense to me.
Because they even said by turning into the ornaments, they were void of life. So, and he was pulling life. He wanted to be human because he was very much not human. And by taking their life force, he would become a
yeah, but I guess that
living
doesn't
being.
really help for TikTok. He's not alive.
Vanessa, they needed a way to stop the bad guy, okay? And an egg and a chicken was the only way the writers could come up with.
I wish I could be in both places at the same time.
I don't remember any of this.
Oh, it was her.
The whole time?
I was afraid you had drowned.
And in the books, Dorothy's actually blonde.
You got a lot of power there, Dorothy.
Ozma.
Mom, my real mom!
Dorothy has punished her by removing her magical powers. And a witch with no magic is a miserable creature indeed.
And that's a fact.
Yeah, you're human.
A witch with no magic is just a bitch.
And if you ever wish to return to Oz, I will make it so.
She's like the childlike empress.
Yeah?
I love you so much.
Farewell!
Bye again.
Now she's really not going to be able to sleep when she gets back.
I know.
Back to boring old Kansas. Toto! So much for that broken leg.
Right?
Toto
Look at the
found me.
Toto is so happy.
I'd almost given up hope.
The clinic was hit by lightning and it burned to the ground. Everybody was rescued except Dr. Worley.
Damn. I don't remember any of this. Maybe because as a kid I just got bored.
You got bored of the other stuff.
Yeah, I was like, well, we're not in Oz anymore.
Yeah.
You guys were doing some nefarious things there if they locked her up.
Yeah.
God, I don't want to go back to Oz too. No offense to anyone who lives in Kansas, but whew. There's that girl you just left.
Anam, come and look. Nothing. Just
You gotta keep the secret of Oz.
Essentially, yeah, you need to bottle it up and never talk about it so they don't know about it.
Yeah.
And they won't think you're crazy.
It's too nice a day to stay inside.
Director Walter Murch was the editor for The Godfather and Apocalypse Now. And this is the only movie he ever made.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, did it not do very well?
It was on Siskel and Ebert's like worst film list. I don't know if it was of that year or just in general, but they hated it.
I
And I
mean-
think it's because everybody was expecting, they wanted a sequel to the long-awaited, Wizard of Oz, or a sequel to the beloved Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, and I think it's just more so of like the shift in the tone of the story too. It just doesn't have that same like whimsical feel that Wizard of Oz had.
Right. So Return to Oz, a different type of Wizard of Oz story, one that it gained a huge cult following. It was memorable, and I think it was because of the very scary aspects of it as a kid that stuck with you. So you always remembered it. If you just watched it when it was on like the Disney Channel or in passing, because it's not like we could go out to watch this. I don't remember this movie being in theaters at the time. Granted, I was a baby, but I didn't hear about it. I just saw it on TV one day, and then it's not like I kept it on tape or recorded it. I didn't know. I just saw it once, and then it was something that the kids would talk about on the playground when they would talk about the sequel to Wizard of Oz that not a lot of parents knew about.
It's fine. I don't want to, like, I know that, like you said, that it has a cult following and people adore the movie and stuff, but as somebody who like loves like the whimsical stuff of the the original, I was gonna say Alice in Wonderland. It's not Alice in Wonderland. Wizard of Oz. I guess if I felt maybe when I was little watched it, but now watching it now, it's fine. I'm sorry.
I know you love the Wicked as well.
Yes,
so the
I do love
music
Wicked.
aspect, like they're just two different beasts when it comes to the stories.
Mm.
Granted, there was no singing in the book, so this is probably a little bit more correct an adaptation of the books.
Well, it makes me like kind of wonder if maybe just going and reading the books and seeing like how the story is in there, but as somebody who grew up watching Wizard of Oz all the time, yeah, this is kind of like not that, and I get it. I guess maybe they kind of want to go more towards to what the feel of the book is, most likely. But yeah.
And what about the effects, though? I mean, you can't sneer or thumb your nose at the effects.
I will
of the
say
movie.
the effects are good. Even for now, though, too, like just the claymation that they used. I've always been a fan of claymation, just like in terms of the style and then the dedication that it takes to do claymation, which is great. Some of the characters I did enjoy, like Jack. I mean, I'm a huge like Nightmare on Elm Street, Nightmare Before Christmas lover. So the fact that you had a character that is a pumpkin head or is named Jack.
Essentially, it is Jack Skellington in a way, just the lankiness and the head, and even kind of the voice a little bit. But I mean,
Jack Skellington is the Pumpkin King.
Yeah, exactly. So when I watched Nightmare Before Christmas, the first thing that popped in my head, it's Jack from Return to Oz.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the effects when it came to the puppeteering, and then of course Gene Marsh essentially playing the same character. So, but this one was more horrifying to me as a kid than Dabmorda and Willow. Like there were aspects of Willow that were kind of scary, but this one was just. There were certain scenes in this movie that I was terrified of, especially when all the heads are sleeping and she's trying to get the life powder and her head is in the number 31. Like I vividly remember watching that. Same thing with like Something Wicked This Way Comes. Like there's some very scary imagery in those movies, but when you watch the movie back more than likely as an adult, now granted we haven't done Something Wicked This Way Comes and I haven't watched it as an adult, but I'm sure watching it, it's like, well, that's not so bad. The cool thing about the Wheelers that I did not know about, where it said beware the Wheelers spray painted that themselves. Like they want to put forth this terrifying image, even though they are weak, even though they don't have the ability to really do anything to you. So it's more about the scaring you, the intimidation factor with the hollering and the yelling and the masks.
Just like the way that the wizard did. You know, he created this machine to have like the head and stuff, but really it's just the man behind the curtain.
Yeah. And they were the ones that spray painted it to kind of make it seem like they were, something to not be trifled with, especially when they took over, but they were just scavengers essentially once Oz got taken down or the Emerald City got taken down by the Gnome King. But the Gnome King, I still remember those effects too. King. Frightening. The Rock, when he's going to try and eat, Jack, like it's terrifying. Yeah, granted it came down to an egg, but that whole game of having to pick the artifact and guess wrong and you turn into one.
Be like sunny side up, bitch.
But that is Return to Oz. What is your love for this movie? I'm sure there are plenty of you Let us know down in the comments below. What's your love? Where did you fall in love with this movie the first time you watched it? Let us know down there. You can also like and subscribe.
And did the thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Discord.
All the social networking gin joints, you know where they are. Kick into the party, fuel the party, keep the party going on our Patreon, where you can vote for the next movie for next week's episode of Better Late Than Never. Thanks so much, and as always,
And now it's time to say goodbye.
This party is over.
Bye.
Bye.